Hello everybody and welcome back. So today is something a bit different because today is actually really close to Christmas, so Merry Christmas to anybody that is celebrating it, and hopefully you guys have a phenomenal holiday. But today's gonna be a little weird because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my makerspace is not only my bedroom, but it's spread out over the entire house. So today we are moving into a brand new space dedicated for making of cockpits and stuff like that. So it does currently hold the 3D printer, and it's kind of where the 3D printer has lived, so it will stay here, but not here specifically. And yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys a tour of where things have been, because it's been everywhere. So, like I said, up here, we have the 3D printer, and a completely separate room in this giant chunk of just stuff everywhere. We have the F18 Sim, which is gonna get a major overhaul soon. So that's gonna need some work. It's gonna get some work to fit in there comfortably, because I don't know if you noticed, it takes up just about the entire room. So there's a small redesign in progress for that. Stay tuned, you guys are gonna wanna see that one. This is where I design, build, and essentially come up with all the stuff I'm going to physically make. Over here is the general aviation sim, my racing sim, which both are gonna have to move in there. We'll cover how I'm gonna do that in a little bit. Then as we come over to here, this is my electronics workbench. It's just kind of stuffed in the corner with everything on top of it. So this is going to get moved, optimized, and organized, I hope, because, well, we have a few too many projects in progress. So then downstairs with terrible lighting, on top of all that, we have a little mill, little CNC. This guy is super useful, but it's way down here and it requires a computer, so I have an additional computer hooked up just to run this guy. This is gonna go up there in that room as well, that way I can make things on this, same that I do the 3D printer. So coming around, this is my complete mess of a wood shop. It is, well, it's been heavily used lately. I've got my metal cutting bandsaw because it doesn't fit anywhere else. But yeah, this space is not going up there because this is not going to fit, nor is it very feasible, economic, the works. So we are going to keep the wood down here. Another area that you guys don't often get to see is my metal fabrication shop. We've got the mill, the lathe, and then some workbenches. It also happens to be my garage. Normally there's a welder up there. It's currently on loan, and we've got our laser cutter over here as well. So this is also not going anywhere because that's not fitting up there, nor is it feasible to put it up there. So this is staying, but it is still part of the fabrication and the makerspace, just not gonna fit upstairs. There are all of these components that have to get crammed into that tiny little room, which is actually smaller than this room, but it won't have a bed, it won't have inconvenient closet places, and bathroom doors and everything else. So let's cut into how I actually plan on getting everything in there. Alright, so here is a rough CAD drawing of that room. We're gonna put the desk with the computer over there, just against the wall. It is going to get a bit of a redesign to be a little more efficient, using some extruded aluminum. That's gonna be coming up in the future. This little panel is going to be the ultra-wide TV with the general aviation simulator, and then right next to it, we're going to put the controls for the F1 simulator, which is actually probably going to be even lower on the ground, probably somewhere like this, because this actually is an F1 simulator design, just super rough catted out. So over here in the corner is where all the actual simulators are going to go. So we're going to put the F1 cockpit. I have an additional one that we are going to start on soon that hopefully you guys are going to enjoy, because it's kind of F18 but easy version. Soon to come. Look forward to that. But both the simulators are going to come over there. If we have additional, they're just going to keep expanding over. And then as we circle around, this is going to be the electronics bench, also going to get an upgrade. It needs some love. That is literally a door that I bought over 10 years ago, turned it sideways and said, hey, this works. So that's going to get an upgrade coming soon. Then in the closet, we're either going to put a whole lot of storage for components and stuff like that, or I'm going to put things like the 3D printer and the mill. So we're going to see what ends up in the closet and where I actually put the 3D printer in the mill. Those might literally just go in a rack that I'm going to potentially build over here, and they might just go in a column. that would be efficient, to say the least, of that space. And then above everything, I'm gonna probably put storage, so hang stuff on the walls. It's gonna be really hard to get to unless I make some lanes in there, but it would be a good place to put things like general cockpit components. And then over here is definitely gonna have some storage because all these little cubes back there, they're gonna need to be moved a little bit, which is probably gonna be where the closet goes, and some space above the computer, and just storage everywhere because, well, there's a lot of components to this type of stuff and everything that we're building. So hopefully you guys are as excited about moving into a fresh makerspace as I am. Super excited about it, and hopefully it's going to make it so that when we come in here, we can focus on projects and we can just get stuff done and just get everything running all at once and just grind through something. Stay tuned, we are going to be doing that soon in the future. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Merry Christmas, and we will see you guys in the next episode.